Hello and welcome to Cosmic Nudge. Wondering what's next in your life? Let's see what opportunities or situations your life is ready to unfold for you. In this video, we will look at your current situation, what is coming next for you, how to make the most of it, and understand the reason behind these situations that will be approaching your life soon. Before we begin with the pile selection, I would like to include a little short welcoming prayer, which will basically enhance our frequency so that we can embrace whatever is coming next in our life. It is very, very important to embrace whatever life throws at us. Because you know what? Life literally doesn't throw things at us. It is somewhere our soul that decides to get into a particular situation and have certain experiences so that it can grow in the best possible manner. So, it is extremely important for us to understand why it is important to embrace all that whatever life is basically providing us with. I'll be putting the timestamps down in the description box. You can, if you don't plan on watching the prayer, then you can go directly to the pile selection, select your pile, and then get going. Now, let's begin with the welcoming prayer. Let's relax now and just feel very peaceful and calm. Take a deep breath in and release. Again, breathe in and release again. Breathe in peace and breathe out all that is holding you back. I release, I release, I release. I am peaceful, I am peaceful, I am peaceful. Hi, my dear life. I'm back again. I really want to thank you for all that you have given me, all the lessons, the opportunities, the good, the bad, the happy moments, the moments that opened my eyes. I thank you all that, whatever you have provided me with. Because whenever I am detached, I realize that whatever you have given me, the good, the bad, the beautiful, and the ugly, all of that was completely and totally important and was for my highest and the greatest good. And I'm sorry for being biased most of the times and for not understanding and realizing that you give me not that what I want, but you always give me that which I need. You have given me immense growth opportunities. In each and every moment, I know that you always hold something greater and deeper. I am working on myself to understand my true potential and the purpose that you hold. I am trying my best to be aligned and in tune with my energies. Thank you very much for your patience, love, and above all, the strength which you constantly keep giving me. No matter the situations, I always come out wiser and stronger, whether I realize or not. But you always ensure that I do. And thank you for that. And thank you for always forgiving me whenever I blame you for not meeting my expectations. You live through me and I live through you. You have always been with me no matter what. And now I want to develop a deeper and a stronger bond and a connection with you by understanding your language. And I realize that you speak to me not only through words but also through experiences, through feelings, to breath of relief. You are my best friend and my guide, and I love you. I truly do. And sometimes I do get angry at you, but just understand that I really want to have a beautiful bond with you and I want to live a beautiful life. I will now embrace everything that will cross my path. For now, I know that it's going to be for my greatest good. I promise to learn all the lessons so that I keep becoming wiser and stronger, and I will now take full responsibility to heal myself completely and stop blaming the situations that you had given me in the past. I will heal myself now, and I have completely healed myself now. Thank you, and I love you. Let me know in the comment section how you found this prayer. I never plan or prepare anything for the prayer, for the introduction, for the pile selection. Before I begin any tarot reading, I just completely surrender to the divine and I ask the universe to pass on the message as it is. So please let me know how you found the prayer and please also add certain things that you think could be very, very beneficial, um, so that I can keep that in mind. And the next time, whenever we do that prayer, I can, add that point as well. And also let me know your relationship with your life and things, the moments very that are very close to your heart, or the lessons that made you who you are. So please let me know. I would really love to know that. And now let's begin with pile selection. I'll be putting the piles right in front of your screen now. Pause the video, take your time, listen to your intuition, let your intuition guide you, select the pile that calls to you. You can select more than one pile, then go to the timestamp and then watch the video. Also, please like, share, and subscribe to Cosmic Nudge and share this video with anybody whom you think might benefit from these messages. those who have chosen this card, then this is going to be your reading. Pile number one, it seems like currently in your life, you are struggling with a lot of inner conflict. Somewhere you need to change your perspective a little bit, because it seems like all of a sudden, probably, there was a shift towards pessimism in a way, like you are not able to see things clearly, in the sense that however you're perceiving your life situations at the moment, somewhere they are disturbing you, they are creating disturbance within you and your mind, and you basically need to shift the perspective. Because of this pessimistic approach and your way of looking at life, looking at people around you, looking at the situations, the way you're looking at them is actually 180-degree opposite of how it is, how it truly is at the moment. And this is actually making you feel as though things are not in order. You might be feeling that people around you are not doing the things that they should be doing, and there's nothing in order, nothing in place. And somewhere, this approach of yours is leading to a little bit of rigidity, in the sense that because you're thinking about these things in this manner, it is leading to your personality move towards a place of rigidity. And somewhere you will, or you are, in fact you are now starting to feel that things are just not good, things are just not good around, um you are also feeling that your efforts are not being recognized at all. People don't understand your value, people don't understand your thoughts, your perspective, and you have given things to others, but they have not been grateful to whatever you have given to them. And you just feel that things have slowed down completely. Slowed down in the sense things are not going in the right direction, to be honest. Um, Somewhere you're not feeling nurtured within, and also this thought of yours or approach of yours is somewhere blocking the way that you are supposed to nurture the world and others and life. Please understand that you have a um, nurturing. Why am I not getting the word? But yeah, you do have a nature which is nurturing. You can be very, very nurturing. But right now, you're holding all that back. Okay, you're holding all that back because somewhere you're feeling that it's not worth it, nobody is worth it, and you're kind of, you are probably getting into the cycle of overthinking, and things are just, everything is looking as though things are going, down for you. It's not going as favorable. And that is also hampering the discipline that you have in life. So, probably your routine is getting disturbed, or somewhere you are feeling a stagnation or boredom or a very stale energy in your life, it seems. And yeah, there's a lot of pessimistic approach and a lot of energy of pessimism here. Uh, I don't want to pull you down or anything, but here the intention of this video is to bring out the truth so that people heal. Okay, so once we actually open the wound, only then it can be cleaned and something can be done and we can, heal it properly. So, right now, bear with me as I open the wound, and yeah, because there are good things as well, so don't worry about it. Okay, now y- you feel that one by one you had, properly, just some time back, just 2 months back, or just some time back, you had felt emotionally stable than before because you worked on it one by one. You were working on your thoughts, on your patterns, on everything else. One by one, you were working diligently, and you were feeling, emotionally stable, and you were doing the right thing as well. Okay. And that gave you a lot of emotional satisfaction, comfort, and it was making you feel emotionally comfortable than what you usually tend to feel. But suddenly, okay, you probably, I don't know, it was because of some shift in awareness, or some, and definitely a shift in perspective, that made everything go for a toss, for a complete toss. Okay. You, it's like, there's a shift in your mind which is not so, it's not in place, okay, as it should be, but it's okay. It happens to everybody at some point. This is very common. It's not wrong to have this sort of approach, but it is probably not probably, it is wrong to keep having this approach, okay, to continue having this approach and not do anything about it, because it'll increase a lot of things. It will have its domino effect. So, if you're getting this message and if you have resonated with whatever came up so far, then please understand that it's time that you shift your perspective. The reason being that it is going to be you who's going to suffer the most. Okay, even if things are not going the way that they should, or people are not getting what they deserve or doing their work in the best possible manner, why should you punish yourself, right? So, when a matchstick has to burn something else, it first gets burnt. Okay, it's the first thing that gets burnt. So, in your case, just try to understand in that way. And also at the bottom of the deck, I noticed this card of judgment. So, as you can see in this card, so this is a proper divine warning and a calling. Okay, so the divine, the universe is actually blowing its trumpet really hard to call you towards something that can make you rise, to have more faith in it, and also take it as a warning. So, rise from the grave, rise from the grave. I'll show you this card and then I can, you know, show you the relation between the two. Is that card? Hmm. So, look at this person, okay? So, we have the swords. He's completely, stabbed at the back. And also, that can also mean that you're feeling that people have stabbed your back, okay? So he's completely stabbed and he's still moving forward. He's still trying hard, but he's obviously, anybody in this condition would not be feeling great, right? Um and then look at this card. So it is basically people rising from the grave, from the grave. So somebody who is dying but is not completely dead, but is in that, in the most torturous situation ever of being almost dead. The universe is saying, my dear, please rise from the grave. Listen to me. Listen to this message. And it is screaming to you, literally. Okay. So now let's see what's in store for pile number one. What's coming next? What's coming next for pile number one? Okay. So, pile number one, there's going to be a divine communication that will be coming to your way. Okay. Now, this divine communication is not this particular tarot reading, because this particular tarot reading was about the trumpet, that particular card wherein the uh, universe was blowing a trumpet, the judgment card. But next, you are going to get a divine communication, and the universe will start communicating with you left, right, and center now. Now, the choice is yours whether you will be open enough to receive it and listen to it. Most importantly, listen to it, because a person who is vibrating at such a frequency, as I had described earlier, if a person keeps vibrating at that frequency, they may not be able to hear what the universe is trying to say, or what anybody is trying to say for that matter. Okay, so please understand that there's going to be a very important communication that will be coming to your way, and you need to actually listen to it and not ignore it by looking at the situations that are not working in your favor, or by looking at the cups that are empty. But understand that there's going to be a divine communication, and it can be through a book. I'm getting like you'll be reading, you should be reading, I feel, yeah. Pile number one, please actually read certain self-help books. I'm getting the color of the cover of that self-help book as green. Okay, so could be a green colored book or whatever, a self-help book. Please read it, because that is how the divine will start communicating with you. Okay. Otherwise, you can just say, tell the universe that I'm open to communication. Please communicate with me, and please help me to feel calm enough to hear what you're saying. Okay, so it can be then with the it can be through normal ways of the universe communicating with people. That could be looking at angel numbers. That could be um, getting the exact video on your feed that telling you things that you actually need to hear. Or it can be some person saying something that will actually click and be very beneficial to you. But it should click you, and it will only click only and only if you are at peace, if you are little bit, if your emotional waters are is that is leveled out. You cannot have a turbulent wave inside and then just feel that, no, I'm not getting anything. If you expect hopelessness, then yes, you will receive hopelessness. But if you expect help, then help will come, definitely will come, through ways that you can't even imagine. And not just through one way, multiple ways. Okay, because universe has no limit, so it will just if you if I'm getting like if there is sort of, it's like a dam. If it gets a little outlet, it will just flow out. So that outlet is, that permission is what you need to get. Because with the universe, with the divine entities, with the positive energy, with white light, all you need to do is give permission. Okay, that's what makes the positive different from negative. The negative things do not respect permission, but the positive things do. So that is why whenever we pray, whenever we communicate, whenever we talk to the universe or our spirit guides or anybody, they are ready to help us. They are always ready to help us. But it's just that we don't tell them that please help us. We don't ask for help. So they are just, ready on their toes, but all they need is that permission so that they can intervene and help you. So please give that permission. Okay. Secondly, you don't need to, feel so tired and bruised and just keep waiting for things to fall into place. Just let it go. If you don't like it, you don't like this feeling, let it go. You have that permission, right? So, like for example, um you can make a list. Okay, you can actually make a list two lists. Okay, one is the kind of feelings that you like to feel, and another list you make the feelings that you don't like to feel. Okay, label the first list as do's and the second list as don'ts, and follow it. Don't feel that way. If you don't like feeling as though people don't care, you're not being valued, and things are not going right, and this is happening or that is happening, or this hasn't happened or that hasn't happened, don't feel by not thinking. That's not your work. You're not, you're not born to think about these things. You're just born to enjoy whatever you have, please. And by just leave it. And now you might think that how can I just leave it? How can I leave it? Like, it's very easy for you to say it on the video that just leave it, just leave it. But how can you might even have that such kind of thoughts because of the kind of frequency that is currently existing in your life and you're vibrating at. But please understand that things, most of the things in life, in fact, almost I'm getting everything in a way that they are easy if we think they are easy, and they become difficult if we think that they become difficult. Okay. So as soon as you leave it, you just make that conscious choice of leaving it, leaving this particular feeling or perspective or whatever. You are just like, no, I don't want to think like that. I just want to chill. That's when you'll get your recognition. That's when actually the kind of, you'll feel valued, and people will also notice the value within you. It's somewhere that you are currently in this frequency at the moment, which is kind of making people, if you respect yourself, people will respect you. You know that logic, right? So same thing is applicable here. If you understand your value and you're like okay, and you are not feeling any sort of internal desperation for people to understand your value, then people will understand your value. And those who will not, then they are not going to be in your circle any which way, because you will start vibrating at a different frequency than them, and automatically they will leave your life. Even if you're living in one house, still you all will not cross paths then. Once the frequencies are different, somehow it happens that people tend to have a different schedule altogether, or not cross paths, or have different worlds altogether, being in the same home and being in the same house. Okay. So yeah, so that will clear your mind. This I don't want to feel this way. I just let go. I want to live my life. I'm born to live my life. I don't have enough time. I'm not an immortal. Let me chill, let me relax. I will relax. I have decided to relax and chill and celebrate and whatever you want to do. I have decided that. Once you actually decide, consciously decide on that, the first thing that will happen will that is that your mind will get purified. Okay. And with that pure mind, that pure intent, you will start feeling carefree. You'll have a wave of surrender. You'll start surrendering. You'll feel open and fresh. You'll start breathing better, and you'll move forward, and your life will move forward. The stagnant energy that you're feeling at the moment, or the way that you're feeling, either you're feeling that things are going too fast, basically not at the speed that you want things to go at, or they should be moving at, or you're feeling that things are getting stuck. So either things are too slow or too fast, or not moving at all, basically not at the pace and the speed that you think your life should be going. Okay. But once you just let go of that thing, your life will move, like you will move gracefully through life, and so will your life move gracefully. And also, please don't isolate yourself so much. Don't isolate. And I'm getting this very strong feeling that somewhere you're disappointed with people around you. You're just disappointed. And you're like, oh my god, I'm just tired and I want to be alone at my own. I don't need to prove anything to anybody. But that I don't need to prove anything to anybody is coming from a place of tiredness and dislike. And yeah, it's not coming from a very good place. You should not try to prove anything to anybody, yes. But right now you're tired, that is why you're saying that. But somewhere deep down, subconsciously, you want them to understand your value, understand what they should be doing, and actually should be taking action in that way. Okay. So once you get into this energy, this particular energy of moving forward, of people recognizing your worth, and even if they don't, you truly don't give a damn at that point, you will you will start being more open. Okay, be more open with wisdom. So your wisdom, your level of wisdom is going to increase. So, and that with that wisdom you're going to actually then again be open to life and the world. So that openness is required. Please don't be so closed or so shut down, so isolated. Don't isolate yourself so much. Just leave this thought. It's your choice. If even right now, watching this video, at this point of time, if you make a conscious decision that no, I decide not to feel this way or think this way, it's done. It's as easy as that. Okay? Okay. What's coming next for pile number one? Pile number one, what's coming next? Please purify this energy, otherwise, you will keep feeling as though, somewhere if you don't purify this energy or this perspective, it will eventually crawl into your mind and you will start thinking that I am pathetic. Okay? Because if we, as people, if we keep saying that this person is pathetic, or this is pathetic, or this is not right, or this is wrong, or this is that, our mind automatically then starts moving and shifting towards ourselves. So that critical, by exercising a lot of critical nature, we start becoming too self-critical after a point. Okay, so because of that, then you might start feeling that I haven't you know what, I haven't made the right choices and I'm not good enough and I deserve sadness, that is why I'm getting it. And your aura will be going down in a way if you don't purify. And I'm not trying to scare you here, but I'm just saying things as is. I'm trying, like, I cannot be polite about it because that can actually tamper with the messages. So I'm sorry if this is making you feel bad. Really sorry. That's not my intention. Please understand. My intention is just because once we listen to this and we choose not to, it's better to listen rather than experience. So if you listen to this and actually make that conscious decision, then you will not experience that, right? So yeah, that's the thing. So what's coming next for pile number one? That pile number one needs to know. So please take care of your aura, your auric field, uh, because your thoughts might, um, mm, please, because soon, like, if you if you struggle on making that decision, and you should be making that decision soon with the universe's warning here. If you struggle on making that decision, or if you even delay on making that decision, then please understand that you will start manifesting things which will which you wouldn't like. Okay, so please, you're a very intense person. Like your personality is very intense, to be honest. Okay, deep down, uh, with the high priestess energy here, and even at the bottom of the deck earlier, I saw your high priestess reversed, and you're with another, like from another deck I got the high priestess reversed as well, with the background of the magician reversed. Okay, so a combination of high priestess and the magician reversed. So high priestess and magician are basically people who have a lot of subconscious power. So a high priestess has a very strong subconscious mind, and she is a very, deep personality. I usually associate a scorpion personality or a scorpion woman personality with the high priestess somewhere. So like that's my personal thing, like that's how my brain basically associates the two. So somebody who is very intense, somebody who has a lot of knowledge and also has that discretion as to what to reveal to whom, and who really values it and who can understand. So she always reveals only that which can be understood in the right perspective. Somebody who is highly intuitive, somebody who is um like the divine feminine archetype, in the sense that the moon, in the sense, okay, the qualities of the moon. um and the magician is basically an archetype who can manifest very quickly. Like he has all the resources to manifest things. So through his mind, takes in the power from the universe and he uses it to manifest into the reality. Now look at the combination of the two. Okay, the high priest. So here usually we have the magician having this hand gesture or this position. Okay, so the position of the hands are placed. One second, focus. Uh-huh. So one hand pointing towards the sky and one to on the earth. So that's the position that the magician has. And here we have the high priestess having this position. Now this came in reverse. Okay, and earlier I had ignored that card wherein the high priestess was in reversed at the bottom of the deck, because I was like that it'll be, just too much if I just keep on saying that how reversed your energies are. So it'll be just, it shouldn't be like you I like the message becomes very too harsh and too raw and true. So that is why I thought that probably if it has to come, then it'll come ahead any which way. And the next card that we got is this from another deck, so I can't ignore. So probably this message needs that sort of intensity and that tone. Okay, so please understand that you are already, and also in the future, you will not, if you don't make that conscious shift and decide, then you, things will start, like the unfavorable things will start manifesting into your reality very quickly and quicker than you think, because your energies as a person, as a personality, as a soul, you have that innate ability to manifest things quickly. So, with power comes responsibility, right? So, please understand that you can actually manifest not so good things as well. Okay, so please make that conscious decision. Now, let's see what you can do to actually make this conscious shift, like any message that can help you to make this conscious shift. I was just like give me a few minutes because I'm thinking of which pile, or sorry, which deck to select to get the answer. Basically, even with this card, the main card that you chose, the Ace of Swords, it basically means beginning of a new pattern of thinking, beginning of a new way of thinking. Okay, so I just noticed this card, okay, which represents your reading, which shows that there is a very strong need for you to begin a new way of thinking, thinking at a thinking level, belief system. Okay, my dear cards, thank you for being a friend and a kind. Thank you. Message for plan number one, which can help them to shift to a higher and a more positive frequency. What do they need to know? How can they do it? So many cards. So many cards shows that somewhere you have multiple options. Just be open to it. Okay. Don't be so closed off. See again, so many cards. Like I cannot take too many cards. But again with this card, okay, fine. I might take it as well. We have the number two here with the with relationships written on it. That is why I'm telling you that it has something to do with the people around you more than other things in your life. Because intuitively I was getting this message that it is more about relationships and how you're perceiving people around you rather than your finances or your career or whatever. You might be having those thoughts as well, but that could be because of this effect, the effect of this negativity passing over to other thoughts. So when once we start thinking negatively, then we tend to think negative about everything, come what may. So that is the reason. But your primary focus of negativity, the focal point of negativity is your perspective towards your relation, towards the relationships and the people around you. Okay, so reflect on your roles in your relationships. This card may be signaling that you need the support of a community to overcome a challenge, or that you are ready to embrace new friendships or a meaningful partnership. In what ways can I strengthen my current relationships or open myself to new connections? Reach out to someone today who could use your support or explore a new social opportunity that aligns with your values. You can do this. And I'm also getting this feeling. I don't know how many of you will actually go ahead and do it, but understand that what I'm about to say needs can be done by only the courageous. Okay, so when I was reading the sentence, reach out to someone today who could use your support, I'm getting a feeling that one of the people from whom you're annoyed somewhere, just reach out to them politely, and not about the issue or anything, just out of a, from a place of humility. Just talk to them, reach out to them in a normal way, just talk to them. And when you're talking to them, it shouldn't be like you're thinking something else within and you're portraying something else outside just because in this reading you're being told to talk to them. You don't have to first of all talk about the issue, because right now I don't feel that you should be talking about the issue upfront with that person. Okay, and I know that it's not one person that you're annoyed with. It's there are several people on your mind that you're annoyed with. But right now, you can take just one person, talk to that person normally on any topic. But when you're talking to that person internally, don't judge them or criticize them or feel negative about them. Just have a normal conversation from a place of how you would talk to a friend, just normally like that, or a colleague, talking about whatever, anything, or that itself will make a shift in your karma, in the sense I'm getting that if you even if you take that step and that decision of being humble enough to do it, just because you are honoring and respecting the divine message that you are getting at the moment, out of that place the universe will notice that and will help you in the process of clearing things out even more. because that will melt the universe's heart, to be honest. Okay, so if you accept this message and you kind of do it, even if you don't like, but like, just as we have the divine mother and the father, if we don't like doing something, and they if we have a fight with our, you know with our sibling, and our mother comes and then she just says that, hug it out, hug it out, just say I'm sorry, both of you just say I'm sorry and hug it out. So usually kids don't feel hugging each other at that moment, but they do it anyway, just because they respect the mother and her message. So they do it. Okay. And things then automatically start becoming little better. Even after hugging, they would be like, whatever, like that. But still, there's a slight shift towards positivity. Like they are not acting as negatively as they were. So similarly, when the divine mother and the father is passing on this message, that please hug it out, in the sense that you don't need to focus on this issue or whatever feelings that you have, don't address it straight away to them, but just talk to them normally, just once. Okay, without feeling that sense of negativity, that will melt the mother's or the father's heart, and it will benefit you, it will. Okay. Then we have the next card as embrace the journey. It's time to bring your cherished ideas to life. The right people, circumstances, and resources are aligning in your favor. Happiness and new opportunities are on the horizon. So, like I said, that you have, see, this reading is all about embracing the life's journey, okay? And like I said, since you have a very strong manifestation ability, please use it in the right manner, because once you use it, even a slight shift towards it, very quickly you will start attracting the right people, the right circumstances and resources that will align with in your favor. Like I said, unfavorable conditions you are currently manifesting, so you will start manifesting favorable conditions. Okay, and happiness and new opportunities will be on the horizon once you do it. So take a moment to reflect on your long held dreams and ideas. Begin implementing one step at a time, trusting that the universe is sending you the support you need. Okay. And we have these two cards I felt like taking. Is there any other card that we need to take? Breaking old patterns. So, like I said, we need to break the old belief systems, the thought patterns, okay? And we need to emerge and emerge a new way of thinking, and we need to just revamp our mental state. Pause and reflect before moving forward with any project. Project in this case, don't take it typically as a project. In this case, I would say it will be your current situation, or your life, or anything that, or your relationship, for example, or your perspective towards people is actually your project. Okay. Pause and reflect before moving forward with any project. Even if you're deeply invested, taking time to reconsider can benefit everyone involved. Avoid getting stuck in negative thought patterns, as what we focus on tends to manifest. It's written here. Okay. So I have written proof as well. It's not just, I love it. Yeah. I love it when this happens. So take time for a personal retreat or journal about patterns you want to change. Reflect on past experiences, shift your mindset, and introduce small positive changes to build healthier habits. Okay? So take a personal retreat, Like I said, just relax, okay? Just let go of whatever. Just decide that no, I don't want to feel this way. I just want to relax. I want to rest. I want to chill. I want to celebrate. I want to do my thing. I want to clean my house. I want to, you know, do this or that. Do it, okay? So that will be a personal retreat. Or journal about the patterns you want to change. So writing, oh my god, it's one of the most underrated magical thing, I'm telling you. Writing, oh, I just what to tell you, best thing, okay. And you can even type it, or you can, use your note or the notes app or whatever on your mobile phone. But I usually recommend, I don't know, because I'm a 90s born girl, like I'm 97 born, so we used to actually write things. So probably that's why, but I personally feel that writing is better because it actually makes you like all the 5 points of your fingers come together. So basically the 5 elements, or the five, those who know about the energetic points, so they basically come together and you are writing. Okay, so that makes a difference. So the movement is like this. So yeah, reflect on your past experiences, shift your mindset, and introduce small positive changes to build healthier habits. Okay, so this is self-explanatory. And then we have keep the faith. This point had popped up earlier as well. You need to have faith in the universe, the message that it is delivering you. Okay, you're now losing faith in your life, because you're feeling that everything is going for a toss, everything is useless and stupid and such a waste. And I'm feeling so much anger within right now, like I want to criticize and I want to curse and left, right, center, I want to say things and be like, what crap, and yeah. So that energy of yours, please don't, because you, you have lost faith. So that is why you're getting these feelings as well. No matter how tough things get, remember that hope always exists. Your angels are guiding you through these challenges, reminding you that brighter days are ahead. What challenge in my life requires more faith and trust right now? How can I nurture hope in difficult times? Write down 3 things you're grateful for today. Again, write. Write down 3 things that you're grateful for today, even in the midst of challenges, to help restore your faith and optimism. You know what? None of us really runs out of blessings ever, ever. Like even if a person is a completely negative entity and has been for several lifetimes, still they have certain blessings existing with them at all times. Believe it or not, at all times. uh, because that is how the universe is. And more than that, it is, see, we have so many blessings around us. It's just that we haven't cultivated that habit of counting it, because probably nobody taught us to count it. Okay, people usually, when we are kids, we often see our parents cribbing about things that are not going right, and hardly, being like, oh yeah, the bills are paid. Wow, we are so grateful that the bill is paid. Wow, amazing. They would rather say that, what, look at this electricity bill, it's this much, rather than being like, wow, we could pay this amount. We are, we could afford this, that we could pay. You're getting that subtle underlined mindset that we usually, most of us, not all, but most of us, unfortunately, grow up hearing and looking at and experiencing. So, somewhere our brain subconsciously is trained to look at things that are not going our way, not realizing so many things that are. Today, you are able to sleep on a bed which is so comfortable. You have no clue how many people don't even have that. And if you don't want to think about all those things and you're like, yeah, whatever, yeah, I'm grateful, but whatever, okay, still you have a lot of things wherein you, like, you are very very blessed, in the sense that just because of this fogginess and everything, you're not able to see it, to be honest. So please do. At least you can write three things, or right now, just list three things that you have currently. You know what? If people, so if you, I'm giving you a very simple example, okay? So earlier, like whenever I used to sort of, feel annoyed by somebody in my life, um any person in my life. Now I know that this example will not be relatable to everybody, because right now you are so angry that most of the people would think that rather it would have been better if I did not have this person in my life altogether. But in this example, basically, earlier when I used to feel, very angry at somebody or something like that, and all of a sudden I would get this feeling that, you know what, at least I have the liberty to get angry at this person because I have people around to get angry with. People don't even have that. They have nobody. If I earlier, if I used to feel, oh my god, there's just so much drama, it's better that, if I just stay alone or feel sick or whatever. But you know what, there are people who die alone, and it's just so bad. Like, at least you have that person. If you have a partner, so if that partner is annoying, at least you have that, experience of whatever, of understanding or being angry, and then again, you being in love or falling in love. Many people don't have that. So that way, if just in case this example helps, but I don't think that it's going to be very helpful for most of the people. But that is like one way of thinking. Anyway, so anything else that we need to know? I'm really not getting anything else at the moment, because it's just, I think I've said enough there. You are having a lot of thoughts, a lot of thoughts, in the sense that you feel that you are rejected, you are awful, you are somewhere being very judgmental. You feel confident as well, confident about your perspective and your points, and you feel that you're important, but you're not being valued enough, and that was your careless mistake of actually having such people around or doing anything for them. That was your carelessness, is what you're blaming. And that can lead to a manipulative behavior as well, because it's somewhere with these thoughts, your mind is manipulating you into feeling disgusted about yourself and your life. And this is, and actually, you know what, I don't want to curse the mind, because the mind is a very sweet and cute thing, very nice, beautiful thing. So we shouldn't blame it on the mind as well. But yeah, it is, you are basically, please don't, whatever. So yeah, um, let me know if this was enough, if this message helped you, or I need to extend the message in any way. Okay, so I'm just getting a feeling that this is enough. So yeah, take care, please. Take care of yourself. Please make that decision. It's way easier than you think, and it's okay. Whatever happened or whatever you have thought, it's okay. Now it's time to change. Okay, so please like, share, and subscribe to Cosmic Nudge. And if you think that this message has benefited you, or any of the messages have benefited you so far from this channel, then please support it by sharing it with others, because that's the main intention of this channel. It is to provide clarity, wisdom, and healing to as many people as possible. So, and also create that awareness that it is very essential and important to have a divine dialogue, to talk to the universe, because we have so much scope in our life to for miracles and magic to unfold. But just because of lack of awareness, unfortunately, at this time and age, most of us are not able to experience that. Okay. So, yeah, take care. Bye. Those who have chosen this card, then this is going to be your message. Pile number two, first we will check what is currently happening in your life at the moment so that you understand whether this pile is for you or not. And then we can see what's coming next in your life. Okay. So, it seems like right now the universe is actually telling you, okay, saying it out very, very loudly and clearly, that you are supposed to use this time, the current time, the present time, and healing your old wounds, the past wounds. Okay, so currently your family life looks more or less stable, okay, emotionally stable. You have reached a point in your life that somewhere you don't have to, actively work towards resolving family issues as such, because it more or less looks stable. So you don't need to, redirect your energy in family matters, in resolving conflicts, or finding out any sort of solutions or anything like that, because more or less it's very nice, it's very good, it seems. So you are now being asked by the universe to actually listen to this guidance. Okay, because the universe is telling you very clearly and very loudly, and it is literally screaming at you to make the most of this time, because right now you don't need to think so much about other areas of your life. So you should use this time to redirect all your energies in healing the wounds that you had suffered in the past. Okay, there were certain things that happened to you in the past in your life that wrecked you emotionally and physically. Okay, so the emotional wound was so deep. So there are two options: either that the trauma was so deep that it first wrecked you emotionally and then it showed in your physical body, and option two is that for some of the people that trauma was so bad, like it was so traumatizing emotionally as well as physically, so you were somewhere bruised emotionally and physically. Okay, properly, like physically bruised by somebody or what. Okay, so you are being asked to move on and heal all the wounds that no longer serve you, because whatever, somewhere you are still, your aura, your being is still carrying that heavy energy, which is sort of preventing your growth. It is not like you're not growing. No, as an individual, you have grown a lot up to this point, for sure, and you have a scope of growing even further. So, you are being asked to remove that energy completely from your aura, because at this point you can. Okay, you can. You have acquired enough wisdom, enough strength, endurance, experience, and right now you have that time, space, energy, and situations around you that can actually help you to heal. Help you to heal in the sense they will not be, there will not be any, there's currently you don't have any big thing that needs a lot of attention or most of your energy and time as such. Okay, unless you decide to. So nothing is like super urgent at the moment, so you're supposed to actually redirect your energy and healing the old wounds, because like in this picture, like you can see, the whatever is tied, like the heavy emotions, the heavy trauma, everything that is tied to this person's leg is making the progress of this person, I wouldn't say slower, but yeah, in a way slow than what you can, like than your capability. To be honest, if you remove that energy from your auric field completely, then you will be progressing at a much faster rate and very easily with much more ease and grace. Even if you find that you are progressing quite easily at the moment, but yet you can do it even more. Okay, so if your speed is like, for example, 40 or 60, which is a good speed, uh, you may, if you remove that all that energy consciously, if you remove it, then you can easily go to 120 or 140. Okay, so you are being asked to actually focus on those thoughts now. Take time. Okay, take time in the sense, take time off, detach, and rest and recuperate. Now I'm getting a very weird sensation on this finger of mine, the baby finger. I don't know why. It was a very weird feeling that I got for no reason at all. Probably people who are watching this video, some of them could be going through. Yeah, basically it is this energy is somewhere damaging and has damaged your physical body. Okay, vibrationally, because this I could feel vibration here, internal vibration here, a throbbing sort of a thing. So probably physically even, and looking at this card, it looks, this person, look at this person, he looks crippled. So some people watching this video could be probably going through arthritis or some sort of ailment that has like throbbing sensation in it, or makes movement difficult, or which have with leg pain as well, because now my this leg is paining, and as I saw this person's leg, this my leg started paining a lot. So somebody who has left leg pain, or any and pain in any of the legs. So yeah. Okay, so please, some, and if not, if your body is not showing these symptoms, then probably it is somewhere it has hampered your physical vitality in some manner for sure. Okay, that vibration has reached your physical body, and not just reached, started making shifts, and has made shifts. Okay, uh, muscular pain. I'm getting muscular pain, pain in the bones. Yeah. Okay. If I get anything else, I'll let you know. Okay. So yeah, you are being told to actually rest, recuperate, and now start thinking, like, make it your aim and goal. Properly make it your aim and goal, that okay, now this is the trauma that I had dealt with, or this was the wound that I had dealt with in the past, and now I will be basically removing this energy completely from my life, because good chances that whatever caused you the trauma is no longer there existing in your life anymore. Okay, with this card coming up, it shows that most probably the people who caused you that trauma, or the situation that caused you that trauma, is no longer in your life anymore. That is why people around you, your surroundings, look at this, they look very happy, they look, well settled, happy, celebrating, just chilling out, doing whatever they like, feeling at ease, being free, having a light-hearted, cheerful vibe and energy around. So this thing needs to be done, because earlier it affected hope in your life, it affected your optimism in your life earlier. Okay, past self, hope, optimism. With this card here, I can't show the entire card because of the YouTube rules. But yeah, it is the star reversed with the background of temperance. So it even played havoc with the temperament as well. You had taken certain extreme measures, okay, to cope up with the trauma, or to basically numb yourself and numb your brain and mind. And you also felt very, very dead, naked, and vulnerable, and not in a good way. Okay, you in a very shameful manner, to be honest, like a lot of shame, a lot of shame. You felt a lot of shame. You felt earlier, you felt so vulnerable, like now that I'm tapping into the energy more, even I'm getting very, shaken from within. uh, you were feeling as though, like for example, if a person is feeling completely vulnerable, how at every given point of time they would be feeling so threatened, their sense of security would be feeling so threatened, they would feel that anybody can do anything to them, you know like very naked, okay, in a bad way, like that, okay. So that basically played havoc with your temperament, with your optimism and hope. uh, but now is the time to move out of those waters, out of those emotions. Like she's moving away, moving out of the water, okay, to a land. Yeah. Okay, so move out of the water, out of the emotions. Now is the time that you are supposed to do it, because you are being literally told by the universe, the divine, the God itself, okay, to get out and listen and do it. Because otherwise it's not like this energy is going to die down, or a natural death, or it's going to go away or vanish on its own. No, no energy can vanish. Energy can never, what you say, disappear. It can just transform or transfer from one, so from one form to another, right? So, this transformation, you have to do it consciously, and it is easier than you think, to be honest. Because looking at your cards, it shows like when the divine itself is telling you that do it, that means that all the circumstances, situations, and everything is very conducive, very conducive. So, now is the time where that gate, that door is open, okay? That door is open wherein you can heal and release and let go completely and forever, permanently you can. Okay, so we don't usually have the exit doors open all the time. We do. Honestly, everybody has a choice. Every day when you wake up, you have a choice to let go at every given point of time. But this time, it will be the easiest for you to do it. So please do it, is what I'm trying to say. So please, and look at this. We got two cards. Both of them are Queen of Swords. Both of them are Queen of Swords. So it is highly emphasizing you to become this, the Queen of Swords. Queen Swords is basically the mind, okay, the Queen of the mind. So somebody who, and you know what? You have now attained a position wherein you always try to balance things out. You always try to provide justice, because there was so much injustice that happened to you. Because in the Queen of Swords card, there's the justice archetype sitting on the throne with the scales here. I don't know how much it's visible on the camera, but yes. So it's the justice archetype sitting on the Queen of Swords throne. Okay. So this shows that you have attained a position wherein you are now trying to balance out everything, and you're doing a great job at it. So congrats. You are being, the universe is patting your back, literally patting your back, and being like kudos. That's not how I speak, honestly. This is just coming to me, that kudos, you did a great job, my child. Okay, so you're doing a great job. And keep looking. Now the only thing is that you have to now look at that sword, look at that that thought, that trauma, that emotion, or whatever. Not the trauma, sorry, cancel. I was being told to say cancel to the trauma, but look at that pattern of thinking, that sword basically, and then rest, recuperate, and think over it and release. Now, that thinking over it and releasing can happen when you actually understand the deeper meaning behind how things happen. Okay, healing begins when we understand that whatever happened happened for the best. Everybody who does not get healed from something is because somewhere they feel that it was not the right thing that was done to them, and it was like injustice happened to them and things did not balance out well. Okay, and their mind doesn't get that closure, that logic, that explanation, that balance of energy within, because of which people cannot heal themselves. Now, I'm not saying that, oh, the emotional or the physical trauma that you had been through was justified or was justice in action. No. Okay, but what I'm trying to say is that there are so many things in this universe, in this cosmos, and the working of the world that we are not aware of. And there are several things that we can be aware of, but we don't try to be as aware. Okay, for some reason. So the universe has its own way of balancing. Okay, and it's not, and the universe is not your enemy. Okay, so whatever happened was because there were certain things that had to come into play and certain things that had to be equated, certain karmas that had to be balanced off and cut off. Okay, and for you to develop into a personality which can actually provide justice to others. Okay, and hold that scale. You have earned this throne, you have earned this position, to be honest. And this has made you a person with an even temperament, because you have dealt with ill temperament a lot in the past, with others being ill tempered, with you being then ill tempered, you absorbing their shadow self. And yeah, so now ultimately this ultimate so right now, because I was checking the current energy, currently you stand at a position with an even temperament. So with the temperance reversed here in this card from another deck, okay, with temperance reversed here, and the final card is temperance upright. So you see, so now you have more or less balanced your energies, you have balanced your yin and yang, you have balanced your conscious and your subconscious, you have, and you don't have that ego of that throne as well, that position as well. Because look at this angel. Okay, so you're this, you're the angel. The angel has the third eye open and the crown is right beside her. So you know that somewhere, all these things belong to the divine. You have that, that wisdom and that surrendering and that humility and everything as well. So right now, even your chakras are more or less balanced. Not all of them, because with the root chakra being affected here because of the trauma. But your heart, your third eye, and mainly your heart is very much at a good place. Okay, because of that also, because your heart chakra got improved, the energies of your heart chakra got improved, that also got passed on as a blessing to your family. That is why your family is more or less, in harmony, in happiness, in alignment, more or less. Okay, so this is also because that energy got passed on to them. And it happens more than we think. it, every decision that a person makes, it has counter effect and a domino effect on the family, on the ancestral line, successors line, family, the workplace, there, you know, we are all connected. So yeah. Also, it seems like there is some sort of, could be, okay, this is for some people, this message is that there is some sort of investment opportunity that is there, but which you cannot see. Okay, so you need to basically, if you heal and everything better, you'll, money wise, you'll start investing and strategizing your finances in a much better manner, even better, which will reap higher benefits. So once you remove that energy from within, your entire world is going to actually become balanced. To be honest, I'm not exaggerating. Okay, and you will even look at certain investment opportunities or strategies that you were not looking earlier. Okay, that you couldn't see earlier. Now let's see what's coming next in your life. Okay. What's coming next in the life of pile number two that they need to know? What's coming next for pile number two? Finances. That's something you need to focus on the finances, pile number two. You need to. Because you're not seeing something. You're not seeing something about your finances at the moment, which can actually kind of cause discomfort to you. Okay, it can. It has the potential to. So so just be a little prepared about it. So yeah. So there's something that is approaching your life wherein some sort of there was some sort of probably failure in strategy, okay, some sort of mistake in the strategy that you had made about your finances some time back, which can cause this problem. You did not see it coming, you couldn't, but yeah, it is. So that can cause financial stress, like you can be crying over it, about that money, loss of money, okay, and you are being told to actually properly consider your finances, like look at it, look at the options, weigh the option, weigh the pros and cons, weigh certain things, strategize. Okay, so use your mind, your brain in the best possible manner to strategize your finances, in the sense, m- make a list of pros and cons of certain things. Okay, methodically do it. You need to actually abide to a method now. So once you start getting this feeling, or once you get to know something about a financial loss or something, setback or some sort of thing that can cause you emotionally, emotionally you might feel like, oh, what did I do, or what did this happen? Shit. If you get that, then understand that you're not supposed to dwell on it, obviously, because it's not going to take you anywhere. You're actually supposed to use the energy in methodically analyzing the situation and strategizing and seeing that what can be done, what cannot be done, being calculative. Okay, so loss of money is possible. Okay, some sort of thing, giving away money somewhere. Again, pile number two, look at this. You remember that temperance card that I had showed you? And move on from that feeling. Huh? Don't get stuck in that feeling of loss or sadness or whatever. This was the final card of your last reading, right? The temperance. Now, from another deck, look at this. Hanged man with the temperance here. The same card popped up. Okay, similar, but with a different background and in a different manner. So it shows that you are supposed to use this temperance, this even temperament, the narrative that I gave you at the end as to what you have become so far, a balance between your energies, and a person whose heart chakra is open, a person who has even temperament, who is able to, glide through things easily and smoothly, who has like that thing, that surrendering approach towards the divine and everything, who knows that divine exists and is very much there and is actually the ruling energy of the life. That thing you need to remember, okay? Revise and remember during this situation. because chances are with the hanged man reverse that this perspective of yours might, this thing, this situation is there to check, really check and test this approach of yours. So now, right now, you're vibrating at this frequency. So a test will come in the form of loss of finances, which will check that are you still going to have this approach despite of things not going your way. Okay, or will you start losing your temperament? So that congratulations, kudos my child, you're doing great, that thing is going to be challenged. And so that it just checks the level of temperance, this even temperament and everything that you have. So whether you will still have that angelic approach or not, whether you will still have that balance or not, that surrenderance or not, that, or will it change, or will your perspective completely change and become upside down? Okay, it is going to be a test of your surrender, a test of your faith, a test of how you balance things. You're not supposed to feel imbalanced. You're not supposed to feel imbalanced. Okay, I've already given you the answer. So in a way, I've given you the cheat code. The cheat code, if this situation occurs. Once you know this, you just remember what I'm telling you. You can come back to this reading if you feel like, so that you understand the cheat code. As soon as you understand and remember that, most of like 80%, at least 80% of your suffering will just vanish just by knowing. That is why we do tarot readings. That is why we use divination tools to actually understand things, so that most of our suffering disappears as soon as we understand, as soon as we hear. Most of the times we don't have to really do something so actively as much as we need to hear. Listening to the message itself does a lot of work. So don't resist this. Like, please don't resist. Okay, don't feel like your things are being uprooted or it's not good. Oh my God, this is happening so bad. Don't resist that. Don't start having negative thoughts about it. Okay, it seems like somebody might take it away from you. Somebody might take away money from you, your energy from you, and you might feel sort of used up as well in a way. Okay, cheated as well. So don't cry over it. You might feel that that person or that situation has taken away your money and your energy and your power. See, money and power are two different things. Please remember. Just because money goes away from you doesn't make you powerless. That doesn't take your power. Please understand. Okay? Money is not power, power is not money. So don't feel that if your money, like somebody or some situation takes away money from you, don't let it take away your power, because it cannot. If you feel that it has taken away your power, that means you have given it the power. Okay. And also don't feel that that person or those people or that situation will ridicule you and make fun of you. Like, I could use him or her, and she or he is so dumb or whatever. Don't. That's not, you're not supposed to think all that. That's not your job. Your job is not to think what they are thinking. Okay, it could be a few people around you as well whom you think or thought were your friends, or were somebody that you used to chill out with or talk to with or spend time with. That would be, kind of taking the pieces. So whatever money, so see, I'll explain you the kind. You look at this is a big coin, okay, falling out from the hand because it's in reversal. So it's a big piece, okay, and one pentacle. Now look at this card, three people, okay, dancing around. It came in reverse, so that's why I'm showing it to you in reverse position. three people dancing around, and that pentacle is broken into three different pieces. Okay, so it's like it's divided, and like they are eating the fruits of it in a way because there are fruits around. So understand that this is going to be a test. Okay, a test of your this energy, whatever I told you. Okay, and this can happen quicker than you think, and it will go away also quicker, more than quicker than you think. I'm feeling like this will pass away quicker. This situation. It's a small situation, to be honest. Okay, it is like a unit test paper, or like a 20-mark test, not a 100-mark test. Not about the weightage. Again, I'm not talking about the weightage. The weightage is going to be 100 marks, but it's going to be a shorter paper, in the sense that it will not be a big thing like which will be stretched out over several weeks or something like that. But it also depends on you whether you are going to stretch it. I don't think so. You're going to stretch it, to be honest. After, especially after listening to this video, you're definitely not going to. But over several days, like 2 3 days as well, is a lot for this situation to be stretched. Okay, so don't stretch it for 2 3 days as well. Okay, it will come and go quickly, but it will test this thing. So please, now that you have the answer, it's a leaked paper with the tarot reading. So please make the most of it. It could be 8 days also for some people, that they could be crying over it for 8 days as well, and might feel powerless, might feel that I don't have enough power. Listen, you have talking about the throne, the position, you have attained that, you have that. Okay, so you have power, you have that. So money and power are two different things. But now let's see how, what else, like how are you supposed to deal with these people, because I'm getting that feeling that you should know how you're supposed to deal with them. So my dear tarot cards, please tell me, how is pile number 2 supposed to deal with the people or the situation that will be taking away pile number two's money or finances, or what to be around. Okay, so there are two ways of dealing with this situation. One is either you can uh, be super emotionally matured about this and be like, okay, fine, I'm the queen, I'm at a position, be the bigger person here, and be matured about it and be like, okay, fine, I forgive them, let go. But at the same time, I know that this is not the right thing. Okay, so next time I'll see how to deal with this better, so that I'm not taken advantage of all the time and again. Okay, and I know that this is not good, or this is not fair, I'm aware about it. But you just be the bigger person here and be very matured, or you can be somebody. So option number 2. So either, okay, so choice is yours, you can choose either. um because again, three cards here. So here this card is indicating this or this option. Okay, so this is the matured one. Okay, so you can choose this way or you can choose this way. The second way is being just being light-hearted about it. Okay, just being, chill about it, like very chill. One is like being the bigger person, being matured and understanding, and all of that, and intense, and you know and another one is like being like chill. You are like, okay, whatever, I know for a fact that if this is going, more is coming to me. Okay, and being like, okay, fine, carefree in a way. Okay, not losing your optimism. In both the cases, you are not supposed to lose your emotional uh, sense of being, because both are cups card here. So definitely you're supposed to manage your emotions. In both the option, whether you choose this or that, your end goal should be that your emotions are balanced and properly in harmony. Okay, so that's your end goal. So you can choose either this route or that route. I again got this card. Like, this came up just before shuffling these cards, and this is something that's quick, fast, speed. Okay. And understand that you don't need to feel, you might feel that you are alone in this. You might get that feeling that you are alone in this. Okay, in a way that you have to defend your thing alone. Like, there's no, literally, like, not a very active support. Like, for example, if that's a group of people who would be doing that, so you might feel that they are a group, but I am, alone. Like, I don't have an active support to defend myself, and they are there in a group defending each other in this regard. But understand that you are at that position, like, you are alone because you don't need anybody. You don't need anybody. You have the divine, you have the universe. That's enough. Okay, you have that backing, you have a lot of backing. So, and you just, one second. Yeah. So, you don't need anybody to actively defend you, to be honest, because you're enough, you're self-sufficient. Okay, that is why you don't have that resource or that backing or that support, because you don't need one. Okay, so you will be, silently defending yourself, silently, like a little bit nervously as well, being like, okay, like I'm getting that, cute feeling, like a, a little teddy bear holding the sword, and be like, okay, I don't want to hurt anybody, but please don't take advantage of me. Please don't. I don't want to hurt anybody, but just in case, don't take advantage of me. Like that. I'm getting. So yeah. Okay. Now let's see what other message do we have for pile number two. Pile number two, message about this situation. What's coming next? Dare to do things differently. Sing your wild song. Manifest your travel dreams. Attend the great journey with confidence. Be loyal. Friends and family are your treasures. Be brave. You're more powerful than you know. So, like we discussed earlier, you have attained a position of power. Okay, you are at a throne. You have attained a certain position. Okay, so don't feel powerless and chill. So travel, be confident, do whatever, just chill. And any message for pile number two about what's coming next? This is the reading. Okay. The good you do comes back to you, an unexpected inflow of abundance. And before this card came out, in fact, when I paused the video in between, right before that and during that break, I got this feeling of telling you that repeatedly I was getting this feeling of telling you that don't worry about the loss of finances, because it will get balanced out any which way. Okay. So it is not there to cause a loss to you. The situation is not coming to get to create a loss in your life in some manner, but it has come to test you, basically just to test you. So actually, if you like end of the year, if you tally your balance sheet, it's not going to be a loss. It will get compensated and you will, earn easily. So that is why I told you that with this thing coming here, that, it will pop out. Sorry, it will pop up randomly. I don't know why I'm stammering all of a sudden. Why? I don't know. The good you do comes back to you, an unexpected inflow of abundance, borrowing wisely or paying off a debt, sharing your wealth with others less fortunate. So, if that money goes away, just think that you have given a charity to somebody, okay? Less fortunate are people with you know, greedy mind are also less fortunate in a way. If you go to see, yes, but obviously you're not supposed to feed greed, but just take it like you have given it for charity, or just like a charitable thing with that intention. If see, if it has to go out, it will go out anyways. So might as well give that intention of purity and just be like mentally just say that I've given charity. Okay, that's a charity, so that you get the blessing of the charity as well. So even if you lose money, you get the blessing and the effects of doing charity any which way. The intention matters. Okay. And again, it seems like it is like good chances this money is going to be taken by people whom you love, or whom you think are your friends, your family, somebody whom you really love and care about. Okay, the people whom you really love and care about. So good chances that it can be that they might take it, and you might feel like, are they kind of sort of taking advantage of me or making a fool out of me. See, bottom of the deck, I looked at this card. Okay, so we have blessings in disguise. There might be some difficult times ahead, but you will push through. So like I said, you are going to do it. Okay, you will sail through it. So I don't have that feeling that you wouldn't. In between, I had mentioned that somewhere in the reading. You got this. If you have been struggling or feeling lost, the winds of change will blow in your favor. If you have been suffering, if you have been suffering or feeling lost, some things may fall apart, but you are building the framework for something much better. Hang in there. Okay. And a message for pile number two about this situation. What's coming next that they need to know. Uh, pile number two, are you like, is the number 444 popping up a lot around you by any chance? Because there are just so many, like too many fours here. And this deck is very thick and it has many numbers, but this thing, yeah, four. Probably most of you might be getting the number 444 a lot, or they are, you might be looking at the number 44 or 444 or 4444 or something like that. 1 2 3 4 also, but 4 being like 4, like big, okay, more prominent. Then we have protection. Get ready for the good things you have been hoping for. You were born for a higher calling. Put your energy into the universe. Sorry. Put your energy into going toward your ambitions, and the universe will align itself to provide you with the right people, circumstances, and resources to make things happen. So, yes. So, see, initially we had discussed that whatever happened with you build you who you are, and you are supposed to become way more than that. Okay. So, you are born for a higher calling. This is a confirmation. Also, uh, you need to heal yourself, okay, your past self, which will help you to move toward your ambition. So initially the card that we got, wherein I was telling you about the progress, the speed, like if you are at a speed of 40 or 60 while spiritually progressing, you have the chances of being like touching 120, 140, even 180. You have a lot of potential in touching that and tapping into that speed, that pace of spiritual growth, okay, that pace of higher calling, that higher soul growth. So and expansion, okay. So this is the so with ambition here, this basically tells you that, where did that go? Huh. Put your energy into going forward your ambitions, and the universe will align itself to provide you with the right people, circumstance, and everything. Okay. So you will get you will get justice. Don't worry. Don't think that injustice is happening to you when they do it or when this thing happens. And also we have the protection here, the card of protection here. So like I said, that you are very well protected. So don't think that you need like extra support or somebody to back you up, or protect you and be with you and actively fight with you or anything like that, or defend you, not fight with you. You're not in the mood of fighting or anything like that, and you won't. And when this thing happens, you will honestly, you will not even feel like fighting with anybody. You will just feel like, hey, why did they do this? Why are they doing this? They should understand a little bit, you will get it. You will have such feelings, you might. So take it as a charity and understand and remember that it's going to be actually a test of your temperance archetype. Okay, to check whether you still feel balanced and calm and peaceful and composed, because that temperance card is about being calm, composed, coolness, chillness, cool. Hmm. Okay. Any other message? I don't know. Like, we can take one, but then it's okay. If we don't want to take it, okay, we'll take this one. And again, during this reading, another thing that while doing this reading for the first time, I was, sort of including a little bit of Hindi words in it. I don't know why. It was just coming out of my mouth. So I don't know why I don't usually do it, but yeah. Probably, so like the listeners of this message would feel much more at ease in the sense that they will feel that more connected to me if I talk in this manner or speak in this manner. Probably that's why it's coming out like that, so that they get that sense of familiarity even more. They feel more at home and more, more like family and supported. So that's why. Then when we have the card of, you are a powerful light worker. It is safe for you to be powerful. Told you, you are very powerful. Okay. Your spiritual power brings great blessings in loving service to the divine. What more do you need? What more do you need, pile number two? Like, this is the end goal of every soul, living a life in loving service to the divine. So, again, I'll read it. It is safe for you to be powerful. Your spiritual power brings great blessings in loving service to the divine. So, yeah, also I looked at this card of your intimate, which means that you have now more or less developed a closer connection, an intimate bond, a closer connection somewhere with the divine already. Somewhere you have, to be honest. So yeah, just cherish it, nourish it, And that is why you got this cheat code, because not everybody gets it. File number two, not everybody gets such cheat codes, and they don't get to know that what is going to happen to them, so that they can sail through, because the universe itself wants you to sail through this. Okay, it wants you to pass it. So it's like that teacher, you are like the favorite student of the teacher, and the teacher got the exam paper and wants to tell the student that please, you know, uh, fare well in it. And in a way, right before the exam, it just gives a surprise test to it, asking the same questions, so that the student kind of gets more prepared for the exam. And the similar kind of questions pop up in the exam, and the student is able to really score very well. And the teacher, somewhere, that teacher has somewhere, did a little bit of strategizing, and a little bit of, fav- favoritism sort of a thing. So that also shows that your universe is favorite. And we all are, definitely we all are, but you have reached that stage wherein you are receptive to the divine, and you are like the spoil, somewhere you are the the divine wants to spoil you. Okay, spoil you in a loving manner in this way. Okay. Yeah. So this was it. Let me know how you found it. This message was meant to bring truth, wisdom, and healing to those who received it. And please share it to anybody whom you think will also benefit from receiving the truth, wisdom, and healing that is shared through this channel. And the main purpose of this channel is basically to make people aware that the divine also communicates. It's not just us who make that connection or contact with the divine, and the divine too connects and communicates. So it's high time that we listen to the divine as well, and we as individuals start developing that bond with the divine. Okay, and we, each individual, starts to communicate, happen, like basically establishes a two-way communication with the universe. Okay, so we learn how to do it. But that begins with listening, right? So once you start listening to a tarot reader, anybody else, channelizing the message that really helps you and benefits you, that basically gives that sort of, that it makes people actually understand that, oh yes, such things also happen. So such messages do come in, and then eventually they too might, think about communicating with the divine directly, so that they don't need any channel or any messages or any mediums of that sort. But for that to happen, they first need to understand, and at least, know and be aware of stage one, at least, that even this happens. Anyway, okay. So please like, share, and subscribe to Cosmic Nudge. Take care. Bye. Those who have chosen this card, then this is going to be your message. Pile number three, it seems like currently you are at such a stage in your life. I'll narrate where you are right now, and then we will see what's coming next for you that you need to know. Okay? So, pile number three, there's a lot of focus and emphasis about your family in this particular situation. A very light-hearted message. Don't worry about anything. It basically talks about how your mother was, how your father was, who you are, what you are trying to approach, seek, and what's your current situation. Okay, so a legacy or storyline as such. So it seems like your mother is somebody or was somebody, and I will use the word was because yeah, because I feel like using the word was. Okay, but you can take it however. Okay, was, is, whatever. So basically, her basic nature. So when I say was or is, I mean her basic nature. So basically, your mother is a very, very nurturing person. Okay, extremely nurturing, a proper mother archetype, a very intelligent and a smart woman. very hardworking, extremely hardworking. She does what it takes. She does all that what it takes. Very powerful women from within, strong spine. Like whatever I can see in her, I truly admire. There's nothing that everything is like very, very, very nice. Okay, very nice personality. Somebody who can take care of multiple things very well, exceptionally well. Okay, if you have siblings, probably then take care of multiple children with household chores, with her work, professional work, if she was or is a working woman. Very powerful. Even if she's not a working woman, she's very much capable of becoming one or being one because of the skills that she has, the kind of uh, mind and intellect that she has, the smartness that she has. Very smart women, very nurturing, very good at things, very good at making food as well because that comes with nurturing, and very beautiful as well. Okay, very beautiful. And she is somebody who says the right thing, in the sense she's not afraid to say the right thing. Okay, and yeah, very good. And your father is basically somebody who, so this is the empress energy with the queen of wands. Okay, this is the empress with the queen of wands, and this is the emperor with the hierophant. So your father is basically a person who is an emperor in within, but he has not tapped into the potential completely. Probably, okay, he could have been way more emperor, like way more. Okay, because he has that potential and that strength and that skill and ability and everything, but good chances that he sort of did not tap into it completely and sort of just to chill or relax a bit, he sort of let it go. And it's like the monk who sold his safari, that book, the monk who sold his safari, something like that. Okay, so it's like the king who sold his kinghood for becoming a monk. I know it's a very lengthy title, but yeah. So yeah, so and he has like certain strict principles and rules to adhere to, and sometimes it might even seem very irrational, but it is what it is. It's his, that's his norm, like the typical father thing of most of the people. Whether and whereas your mother is very rational. Okay, so he is somebody who is like basically he sets the rules, and he's like, okay, now the rule is made, now you all have to like see whatever. Okay, at the same time he wants to chill on his own. Okay, so he wants to chill a bit, relax, but because he couldn't tap into his potential in the full, like in the fullest form possible, he couldn't tap into his maximum potential somewhere, that did cause a loss of faith, hope, and optimism within him. Okay, somewhere it did. And very much possible that he could be blaming the stars for that, that the stars weren't aligned well, or the situations weren't, aligned favorably. And so he couldn't tap into his full potential. But the real answer is laziness, to be honest. Okay, I don't mean to offend anybody. I don't even know who's going to watch this file, so it's not a personal thing that I'm saying. It's just what I can see. I'm saying that. Okay, so I don't know whose father I'm talking about, but yeah, little bit of that, little bit of that thing. So just a background story. Okay, you are now somebody who, being the young heir of the family, you did seek certain opportunities. Okay, random opportunities, creative. You are somebody who's very creative, very romantic as well. Okay, very like you love romance. You so love romance. Like you are seeking romance actively. To be honest, you have been waiting and like in admiration. In full like, oh, when and how and where will my story begin? Something like that. So you're holding that cup with that storyline and just waiting for it to pop up, and so that your love life can, your love life and your career as well in that sort. So you have a very fairy tale like somewhere within, like whenever you're alone, you have that fairy tale like approach and expectation and wishes out of your career, out of your love life, and mainly your love life at the moment. Okay, so at the moment, internally you are actively seeking a romantic life, romantic, like full of romance, romance, romance. Okay, like full romance. Okay, fairy tale. So because we have the page of cups here, then we have the knight of cups, then again we have the knight of cups. Okay, so you're wearing your heart on your sleeves and you are, ready to purge and you're ready to move ahead in the romantic sense. Okay, so that is why so the first couple that people usually know or become aware about in their lifetime are the parents. So that is why somewhere you probably we got this background check about your parents, like how she was, how he is, how he was, and things like that. So um okay, and good chances that people watching this file, most of y'all are single at the moment. Okay, and your feeling of getting that romance in your life is overflowing now. It's really overflowing. So good chances that you all are single. If not, then you are somebody who's very experienced, like very wise, who has a lot of wisdom about love. And wisdom means wisdom, wisdom. Okay. So somebody who has sat over it for several years, properly thinking and contemplating, and not just thinking, contemplating in the sense, again with this hermit, like with this king of cups, but you're the sorry, the knight of cups, but over here the knight is the hermit. Okay, so like how a sage meditates for years and years over a certain thing, like that you have meditated over love and over romance and relationships and everything over several years now, and now your cup is full and overflowing, ready to be poured out. Okay, so it's either you are very single and your cup is overflowing, there's emotions and love is overflowing and it is ready to be poured out, or you are somebody who is like super experienced, who experienced in the sense of hermit, sage, somebody who has deeply meditated upon this thing for several years, not for a couple of months or anything like that, and who has actually gained that true valuable wisdom of romance and love and relationships, and the cup is overflowing and you're ready to move ahead and you're ready to move forward. You are now at a stage wherein you are surrendering to the divine with a lot of inner strength and ability. You are consciously developing your own skills so that you become a better candidate, better better yeah, candidate. I'm getting a better partner, actually a potential candidate for anybody. Okay, for somebody who's the right for you. So you have, you have that patience. You have patiently worked upon yourself, on your strength. You have reached that kind of level uh, wherein you are now like, okay, I have worked on my weaknesses, I have worked on my strengths, and now I'm surrendering to the divine and I'm ready to let go. Okay, so it's a very nice, flowy, fluttery, fairy tale like experience. Okay, now it also seems that currently you are at a stage wherein somewhere career wise you are feeling burdened. Okay, to be honest, career wise you're feeling burdened at the moment, and you are feeling like too weighed down. Okay, so career wise, you are not there where you want to be. You're not there where you want to be, and you're just so tired. You're just so tired of making things work. And you have been trying hard to make things work, but now you're tired because it's just not happening the way you want it to. And it has weighed you down, and you're like, you're at that almost at that many a times, not always, but many a times you get to that point of giving up. You're like, oh God, I give up. I can't do this. Though you will get up and you do it. Next day you will get up, wake up, and you'll do it again. But it is something that you don't want, or you're not enjoying, or you're not very happy about it. Okay. And there are also friends and supporters around you who can see your struggle, your career struggle, or your financial struggle at the moment, and they love you and they accept you. They want to be there. So even if this situation is happening with you, they are still around you, looking after you, and they love you unconditionally. That's an unconditional love and support that you have. So please feel blessed about it, because they're truly the ones who are there around you during this time, understanding that you are not getting the rewards of your results, and they are unconditionally supporting and loving you, and they know that all they can provide is their presence. That's it. They can just provide their presence in your life. They can just be like, okay, I'm there. That's it. Or that is all they can do. They know that that is all they can do, and they also know that you also know that that is all they can do. Okay, so they are there. And they have pure intentions towards you, and understand that this thing this particular thing, this career struggle that you're going through at the moment, or the financial struggle that you're going through at the moment, is because somewhere your intuition, your subconscious mind went for a toss, and this is resulting in injustice. So your scales are not getting balanced. You are feeling as though you're not getting the justice in your career or your financial front. Like there is an imbalance basically, and it is because somewhere your subconscious mind, in your subconscious mind, something is off. Sorry, that you need to work upon. Okay, that you need to work upon. A cleansing in energy that you need to do. Probably it could be your relationship with money, how you perceive money, how you perceive abundance. Because again, with the father coming here, he couldn't tap into his complete potential. So that itself shows that somewhere he couldn't get as much abundance as he would have had otherwise. And this particular thing seeped into your subconscious mind, and now you are struggling with your relationship with money, abundance, opportunities, okay, growth, speed, uh, s- yeah, and prosperity. So this seeped into your subconscious mind, and this thing is happening with you. So understand that this is the reason. Okay. Um. Now let's see what's coming next for you. So what's coming next for pile number three? Now, also, you want to earn to provide your family as well somewhere. Okay, you want to earn in a way like you have that thing in mind that I want to create a lineage. Like, I want to basically earn so that my children or my successors don't have to think about, like, they have a strong backing. Not that they become depend on me financially, but they have a strong backing, that which I did not. Probably for some people. Or if you have had a strong backing, then you are like, even I want to maintain that. Okay, I am inspired, and I want to maintain that and do that as well. So you want to create wealth that lasts generations. You want to create a long lasting impact when it comes to wealth. Okay, now what is coming next in pile number three is like, see a very, very, very big changes coming in your life, okay? It can seem scary. It can seem scary and it's coming fast. It's approaching you. You might feel scared in a way, okay? But understand that it will be a scope for transformation in your life. Also, please do not miss any opportunity. Do your best to grab all the opportunities that you can. Okay, so do not, like, just because you're feeling very tired at the moment with regards to your career and your job and your finances, please ensure that you do not back down and do not seek opportunities that you could have seeked otherwise if you weren't feeling so depleted, energetically depleted and drained, then you would have seeked more opportunities, right? So seek more opportunities. Do not miss on any opportunity because there's just you need to hit that one opportunity to change everything. You need to hit that one thing to change everything, okay? So don't let that thing go away by letting the entire chunk go away. In the sense that, for example, if you're not happy, if you're not happy where you are working right now, then look for opportunities for multiple and keep looking consistently, keep applying for jobs, keep networking and everything, because all you need is that one little opportunity. Now that you're feeling so drained, you might end up thinking that no, I don't want to apply to anything, or I don't want to look at any uh, like I don't want to do networking, or I don't want to apply to jobs. I'm already so drained. That So don't ignore that chunk of opportunities, because it is only in that chunk that you can catch hold of that one opportunity that you need. Okay. And again, don't let this feeling of injustice ruin your peace of mind, because good chances that you might continue feeling that justice is not happening to you, justice is not being served, you're not getting what you deserve, and you're putting in so much and you are not getting anything, and you might emotionally start feeling very sick and down in the drain and feel like crying as well, maybe whining. Okay. And that can also lead to feelings of holding on to whatever little money you have. Pile number 3, please shift your mentality towards money and finances, please. You have such beautiful feelings towards love life and love in general. It's so beautiful. Why can't you have for money? Do it now. If you have done it for finances and material, sorry, for romance and for love life or whatever, then do it for this as well. Think about it. You might even resort to drinking to find comfort, to cope with the situation. As you can see, the person is getting drunk in order to find comfort. But understand that that action of you drinking a lot, or numbing your mind, or thinking about these things, can actually make your intuition, your subconscious mind, your energy, your auric field down, make your energies more stagnant, which will impact your name, fame, success, career, recognition, and will turn your world upside down. If it is upside down, it will keep making it go even more down. I'm not trying to make you feel sad here, because obviously the purpose of this video is not to scare anybody or make anybody feel sad, but it is to heal. But obviously these messages don't sound healing, but They are basically telling you that please, just a little switch you need to do, which is easier than you think, because you think it's difficult, because you're like, no, I don't want to do it, or it doesn't happen so easily, or I don't believe in all these things that if you change your mind or shift your mind, then things just fall into place. If you hold on to that rigidity, then things will continue to remain as it is, okay? And if things continue to remain as it is, you're not going to feel like you it's not like you are going to feel equally negative. With time you'll feel more negative, okay, even if the things remain the same. So please listen to the divine guidance that is being given to you, like you have listened to the divine guidance for your love life, or for the love within you, or for your creativity, or whatever. Please listen to the divine guidance as well, because otherwise these things can also impact your love life. Sorry, can also impact your love life, okay, with the lovers reversed here. So if you don't listen to the divine guidance given to you, so it can also, sorry, impact your love life eventually. So even if you have a stable love life, for example, it will impact it eventually, okay. So that one stable aspect of your life might also become little this. And if you are single and ready to seek love very actively, but because you are carrying this energy of lack in your finances or your career, then that lack energy can then get passed on to the potential love life that you can have, okay. So something definitely in your career front happened that looked like death riding a horse and approaching you to attack you. So scary, so scary. Death itself is so scary, and imagine it riding a horse and like at a fast speed approaching you to attack you. So this particular thing, that kind of feeling that you get when, like with this picture, that feeling you sort of get many a times when it comes to your career and finances. Very scary, very threatened, very like as though you don't have enough time to defend yourself or save yourself. You're running out of time. And yeah, any message for pile number three? Pile number three, you have that potential, honestly, with the 10 of Pentacles card here, you have a potential of building a family, proper family, okay? Like having a beautiful partner, having beautiful children, and having a prestigious position, and earning very well, creating long lasting, creating long term wealth and everything. You have that within you, and you will get there. You will definitely get there, no matter how situations seem right now. It's a full-fledged confirmation, a very strong confirmation that you will get there, provided you begin with a fresh energy. And that fresh energy is that fresh, renewed perspective about money, finances, and career. Okay. Once you take that action, that conscious action of beginning to change the approach towards money, finances, and career consciously, once you begin that, there will be an energetic shift, a very major, drastic energetic shift. All you have to do is make that one move and then surrender, and look, you have the world upright here. It will be, like the summary of your story would be the man who surrendered to the divine, the man who obeyed to the divine calling and surrendered to the divine, got his world settled and beautified, and glorified. I'm getting, yeah. You can also end up having pets if you want to. Okay. So all you have to see with the universe, you have to just do two things, three things actually. Only three steps at any given point of time for any situation. Number one is surrender. Okay. So consciously tell the universe, I surrender this situation. Number two is obedience. So listen to what the universe is saying. And number three is action. Do what the universe says. You can do that after listening to what they right. So you can do step number three only after step number two. So first is surrendering. You have to consciously surrender. Tell the universe, I surrender this situation to you. Okay, I have faith in you. I know what's the best for me. Is I know that you know what's the best for me. Step two is listening to what the universe is saying and obeying to it. So listening and obedience. And step three is taking action. That's it. That's it. And you will have that life. You will actually have a very, very beautiful family of your own. Like you will create your family, and you will create your family in the sense second family. Okay, so you'll create if you want to. So if you'll have a good spouse or partner or whatever. If you want children, you can have that, and you will create long-term wealth for sure. And your family will be financially very, very, very blessed. Yes. But this situation has come to your life, and this death riding the horse situation has come to your life, so that you get shaken to the core, so that you change your belief system regarding money and finances, which you haven't so far. And it is high time. So each time that you don't learn your lesson, the lesson comes again in a much more stronger manner, so that you get more shaken up and you learn this time. So the more you delay this lesson, the more it will get tougher. So to do you want this challenge to get tougher? Do you want to experience the same things again, the same thing that you're experiencing right now again, but in a worse manner? No, right? So please learn. And that learning will come through discipline, through a methodical approach. So have, like, literally step back, take out time, look at money and finances as a concept, like the concept of money and finances. Look at it and properly contemplate, properly, nicely, in a very stable, emotionally stable manner. Reflect on it and change that thought, like this. Okay, so in a very stable manner, look at the pentacle. Okay, and don't start rushing. Don't, please become stable. Stop and reflect on your finances. And also make your, like, improve your discipline in life, because improving discipline will help you improve your sun, will help sun, like the, okay, astrologically. But otherwise also maintain discipline, because it even if you make a slight improvement in your discipline, it will have a huge impact on your finances and your endurance. Okay, your capacity to endure situation, life situation. Message for panel number three. The magic within you is growing stronger. Use it wisely. A guardian spirit watches over you. Feel their presence. So, like literally, like I said, you're getting a lot of divine communication. The divine is telling you that please, please take this message, okay? With that card wherein the angel was blowing the trumpet, if you remember that I showed you. So you have a lot of support from your angels, from your spirit team. Okay, so ask for help and listen to them, obey, take action. And the magic within you is growing stronger, so use it wisely. Please don't use it in, numbing your brain to cope up with the situation. And also use it wisely to improve your relationship with money and finances. A protective charm will bring you safety and peace. So this card slipped out of the deck, so I'm considering this. A protective charm will bring you safety and peace. So just check if certain crystals that suit you, you can wear those crystals and it will actually help you find clarity. It will help you, feel mentally more peaceful. I'm getting amethyst, and I'm also getting rose quartz, clear quartz, and pyrite for few people. Pyrite for prosperity, for attracting prosperity. But more than wearing a pyrite, I'm removing this. So yeah, so more than wearing a pyrite, I'm getting that you should keep pyrite with you. Okay, so in your pocket or near you, and it should be yours. Like you should be the owner of that pyrite. So that will help. So more than wearing the pyrite, just have that rock, okay, pyrite, on your table or your pocket somewhere, and wear amethyst, and getting a blue crystal like turquoise blue, turquoise blue, turquoise crystal. You can wear it for peace of mind, for feeling calm, peaceful. Okay, and until and unless you don't change that energetic cord with money, that relationship, things are not going to change. Also, those who know cord cutting, do cord cutting with money. Those who don't know what cord cutting is, ask me. How will you ask me? Uh, Go to the description box below. I'll be putting my Instagram link on it. So DM me and ask me how to do cord cutting for money and finances. That's like one of the quickest way that you can uh, get rid of this energy. If I had a magic wand and could have anything I desired in life, what would I choose? I'm telling you, please start believing that you can manifest money. Somewhere you can, that concept of manifestation and money, you're not able to mix it together. You will agree when it comes to relationships, when it comes to other things in life, you might, agree that yeah, things can happen if you think positively and everything, it will manifest. But with money, you have a different blockage altogether. Born with desire. There is power in your desires. Let them be your fuel today. Your desires are your soul's wings, and it's time to take flight. Today's soul action. Today, go inward. Your answers lie within. What do you desire? Choose what makes you happy and do that. So, this is more about, manifesting. Like if the universe is asking you, if you had a magic wand and you could have anything that you desired in life, what would you choose? So your answer would be, so such a job, or such a position, or that financial status or position. So do it. And I also happen to look at this card, and it's written here, am I focused on what I am losing or gaining? So that clearly shows that your focus is more about losing. That's why this question popped up. You're so prosperous otherwise, pile number three. You are. otherwise prosperous in the sense in terms of a lot of things. Like, just because one thing is not so stable, other things also you might be like, no, they are not so amazing as well, but they are. Trust me, like if you go, you hear other people's life stories, you'll understand how blessed you are. And you know what? The moment you actually abide to that discipline that I was talking about and look at that pentacle, that approach, and contemplate and change your approach and look at your relationship with money, things will start moving very quickly, very quickly. So that stagnant energy will. And now that the cards have fallen down, I don't know. I did not show this card on screen earlier, but when I was telling you that your subconscious mind, like it entered your subconscious mind, that lack of money thing because of yeah, that ability about your father and everything, and that makes you feel that things are not, like you're not getting the justice. So it was in this position, okay, justice reversed. So justice reversed with the high priestess reversed. So high priestess denotes subconscious mind and justice is justice, so that's reversed. And now that the card slipped, or the slipped from the deck, I got this card in upright position. So as I said, that as soon as you look at that relationship with your money and try to even make an effort towards changing that deep rooted rigid belief system about money and finances within you, things will start moving so fast, like I'm getting ASAP, that things will start moving so quickly, and you will end up changing and understanding that it was a game of subconscious mind, which will improvise your subconscious mind and the workings of your subconscious mind and your intuition and things like that. And you will then say that justice is served. And whatever happened was as per somewhere, even though when you were feeling that justice was not being served, it was actually, as per the calculation, it was the correct thing. So since you were putting the wrong thing, the wrong answer was coming out. So the calculation was correct. You're getting it? So if I do, or if I say 2 plus 2 is 4, no, sorry, I should say, sorry. If I say 2 plus 3 is 4, so I'm putting in a wrong information, and then I will cry that I got, my teacher told me that it's an incorrect answer, and I got 0 in as my result, okay, or F as my result. I failed the exam because 2 plus 3 is 5, and I'll be like, this is injustice, this is injustice. But once I get educated and literate, and and I become aware that no, 2 plus 2 is 4, 2 plus 3 is not 4, then I will say, yeah, that was right. Okay, so whatever happened at that time was correct. So it will make you a stronger person, a personality which is so strong. It will increase your strength, your patience, and most importantly, your surrender towards the divine. Plus, it will keep your, love thing that I was talking about, that overflowing energy of love and wisdom alive as well. Yeah. Any more information? Message for pile number 3. So we have the card of Mahakal, divine timing. The beginning of your divine time is blessed by Lord Shiva himself. Prepare yourself for the miraculous and extraordinary experiences that are about to unfold in your life. So while shuffling the cards, I asked the cards what's next, okay, what's coming next, and we got that very good, we got a very good card saying that extraordinary experiences and miraculous things are going to unfold. So also understand with the divine timing card here, the opportunity that you're not getting at the moment, okay, the career opportunity or the financial status that you're not getting at the moment, it is not aligning with your timing, the timing that you thought, but it is very much aligned with the divine time. Okay, it is very much aligned with the divine time. So it will happen as per the divine time, and that will get influenced. Divine timing is something that gets influenced by energies. So just like the clock works on battery, operates on battery, divine timing operates on energetic frequencies. That's why it is being shown that you change your energetic frequency towards money and the divine time will change. So what is scheduled, that the so the kind of financial status or the opportunity that is scheduled for an XYZ time, divine time, will get changed and will come closer, okay? Will happen sooner. Then we have destroyer major change. So I told you earlier that there's going to be a big change happening in your life very quickly. Okay. So we have destroyer major change and destroyer. So destroyer, so the death card riding the horse. So death is a symbol of destruction. So when I said a big change is happening very quickly, so I was at that time I was looking at the death card, the death riding the horse, the Knight of Swords horse. So Knight of Swords is fast speed, death is death, big change. Okay, destruction, something that's scary, but a big change, a scope for transformation. So it looks scary, but it is actually a scope for major transformation, a big, like goodness, okay, in a way, if you go to see. So, destroy a major change. Destruction is an inevitable part of creation. Be ready for an unanticipated and sudden big change in your life. So, death is also unanticipated and sudden change. So, be ready for that. And don't worry, yeah. You will sail through, because whatever situations that come in anybody's lives, they come because they can sustain. Okay, so if you like, no situation enters anybody's lives if they cannot sustain, if they don't have that endurance, and it is to increase your strength, your power. So that's why it's you're being told to increase your frequency. It's high time you increase your frequency. Don't get dwelled into numbing your mind, or consuming substances to numb your mind, because that will make your frequencies go down, and it will make this phase of major change even more difficult for you. And as I was talking about not numbing your mind as a coping mechanism to feel comfort, we got the card of Goddess Sati, emotional control. Emotional control, I'm telling you. Please be wise enough and please control your emotions. Don't get sucked into it. Be Exercise a little willpower when it comes to dealing or coping with this situation. Don't dwell into substance abuse or numbing the brain. If you don't consume any substance, for example, then that mental numbness could be sleeping a lot, like sleeping excessively so that you avoid situation, or numbing your brain in any way, like watching too many movies or whatever. Just numbing your brain altogether so that you don't think about these things and you don't deal with the situation. So numbing the mind can be done in several ways, and everybody has their own way of numbing the mind. The best way to deal with these situations is to meditate. So whenever the mind feels like numbing itself, Actually it is craving to meditate. Okay, it is craving for that peace. So do it, meditate. There are many ways of meditating as well. If there are 10 ways of numbing the mind, then there are thousands ways to meditate. Act practically instead of being emotional to handle the situation and well-being of people around you. So dear people, actually it is you. Okay, so the situation, the situation that is happening around you and the well-being of yourself. So act practically instead of being emotional to handle the situation and yourself. Okay. Okay then. So if you found this video helpful, then please like, share, and subscribe to Cosmic Nudge. Also, please share this video with somebody whom you think might benefit from it. Um, the purpose of this channel is to have a divine dialogue with the universe, to understand that the universe also communicates to you just like you communicate to the universe. So your prayers do not go unanswered, they are being answered. Okay. And I personally believe that we don't suffer from too many questions, but rather from not having enough answers. So please be open and receptive to answers. Please develop that connection and bond with the divine. Talk to the divine, have a discussion, have a conversation, okay, on daily basis, and look at miracles unfold in your life, please. And also these tarot readings are intended to provide the viewers and the receivers of the message with truth, wisdom, and healing. So share it with somebody with whom you want to, provide the truth, wisdom, healing, or the messages, whatever. Okay. So thank you. Take care and bye bye.